Hey guys, so today's mobility, we're going to focus on our feet, our calves, stretch a little bit of our glutes, and then do some balancing exercises to kind of strengthen all these muscles. So some things you might need: a foam roller, possibly a chair, or something to help you balance while we're doing the balancing exercises. And that's pretty much it. So starting with the bottom of our feet, we're going to tackle this part over here. We're going to use the foam roller if you're not flexible. So if you're able to, on the balls of your feet, and then from here, we're trying to get our knees to the floor while maintaining this position. Okay, so notice my feet. If I go to my knees, I kind of lose it, right? There's this gap here. So this is where the foam roller comes into play. If you're not very flexible, you can place your knees on that foam roller and still kind of maintain this position. And now I'm setting all my weight here. And I should be feeling a stretch here on the bottom of my feet. Okay? Just give me 1 second. I think someone else just came in. Oh, there's Bonnie. She's joining up. All right. So let's go ahead, guys, and get started. So 1 minute. There she is. You guys can go ahead and start. So again, make sure the whole ball of the foot is in contact with the floor. If it's just your toes, then you're not doing the stretch right. Okay, and even if the foam roller is not high enough, you can just use your hands on the floor and kind of set your knees off and then go as low as you can before you start to lose that connection with the floor, with the ball of your foot. A couple more seconds here. All right, let's come on out of there. Next, we're going to hit the calves, okay? So there's two muscles in the calves. There's the soleus, and then there's the gastroc. The soleus is used when the knee is bent, right? So when I do this, I'm using my soleus. And then the gastroc, when the knee is locked, now I'm using my gastroc, okay? So we're going to hit the soleus first with the knee bent. We're going to go into our lunge position, okay? Sorry, not a lunge position, a saddle position. And then from here, we're going to lie our chest on top of that leg, push the knee forward without the heel coming off the floor. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this one already, but just recapping, right? So I'm pushing my knee forward, trying to keep this heel down, and I should be feeling a stretch in the calf. Okay, we're going to spend 1 minute per side. Your 1 minute will start now. Also, keep in check that your knee that's going forward, make sure it's tracking over the toes of the foot. You don't want that knee caving in or caving too far out. You want it going in line with your toes. Also, while you're holding, again, keep in check that your heel is staying down. Don't let the heel come off the floor. All right, let's switch sides. Get into position there with the other foot. Again, make sure the heel stays down, and your 1 minute will start now. All right, and relax. Okay, so we just hit the soleus again, the muscle that's used when the knee is bent. So now we're going to hit it, the calf. So the calf, the gastrocs, when the knee is locked. So we normally do this at the gym up against the rig, right? We get our foot up against the rig. Right? You can do that now if you have a wall or a door hinge. But if you don't, I'm offering this option here in our push-up position. I actually used to do this for soccer, as a soccer stretch. So we're going to get our right leg on top of the left. And what we're stretching here is the left calf. So right over the left, the right foot is resting. And then I'm trying to drive my left heel to the floor. All right, so notice, see, my heel's coming off. And I'm dropping my heel down to the floor. And what I'm feeling is a stretch here in the left calf muscle. Okay? We're going to try and hold this for a minute. If you have a hard time holding the push-up position, you can rest your upper body on a couch, on a chair, on a bench, and just focus on the stretching of the lower leg. Or you could do it standing up like we do it at the gym. Okay? So 1 minute, we'll start now. All right, and relax. Give you guys a second to rest your arms. All right, and let's slowly switch sides. So now we're going to get the right foot is being stretched. We're going to get the left leg on top of the right. And then you're driving that right heel down to the floor as much as you can. And relax. Okay, let's hit our glutes a little bit. So we're going to hit our performance. So sitting down with our feet in front of us. We've actually done this one before. We're going to cross the left leg over the right. Okay, keeping the foot in contact with the floor. Try and bring up that heel as much as you can. Again, foot stays in contact with the floor. And then from here, let's hug that knee to our chest. 1 minute here. If you're having a hard time keeping yourself up in this position, you can do this up against the wall. That's also another option. You can rest your back up against the wall and focus on stretching of the glute here. And switch. Again, full foot stays in contact with the floor. Bring that heel up as high as you can to your hips, and then hug the knee towards your chest. All right, and relax. All right, so now we're going to do some footwork, okay? We're going to focus on the toes. We're going to do some mind to muscle connection. So we've actually done this before. First thing we're going to do, for a couple minutes, we're just going to try and lift our 4 toes here on both sides, or you can do one at a time. Try and lift them up while keeping the big toe down. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but I'm lifting all my 4 fingers up here and then dropping. And my big toe stays down. Okay? If you can't do this, it's fine. This is where we practice. Okay? It might take a couple tries. You might have to actually physically hold your big toe down with your hand and then try and lift the 4 fingers up just to get it started, the connection from here to your toes. Okay? So you can go ahead and get started. I'll let you know when to stop. So think about pressing the big toe down to the floor and lifting all the other ones up. Okay. Keep in mind, we're not counting reps here. This isn't a tournament or anything, right? So just take your time. Try and lift them up as high as you can. Focus on controlling, working all these little muscles here in our feet, which are also involved when we squat. So keep that in mind. Another 10 seconds. All right, relax. Give your feet a second to relax. Some people's feet start to cramp up when you start doing that a lot, especially if you're not used to it. All right, now, this one's tricky for me. So now, 4 toes here, stay down. Just the big toe, bring it up. Okay, we're gonna work on that now. Go ahead. So what I actually have to do, I have to bring all my toes up and then bring my 4 toes down and try and leave my toe up. That's where I'm at right now. I can't actually lift my toe by itself, big toe. Another 20 seconds here. All right, and relax. Stretch the feet out a little bit. All right, so now we're going to do some balancing now. So we're going to use the whole leg, the glute, the feet, all these little muscles to help us balance. So we're going to start with the airplane. We're going to start on our left foot. You can keep your arms out if you want. I like to do it for support and balance. Okay, the right foot's going to come back, and then from here, we're going to rotate at our torso, or at the hip, sorry. Look towards one side, and then turn, look to the other side. And we're just going to try and keep doing that for 1 minute. If you're having trouble holding yourself up, you can use a broomstick in front of you, right? Hold on to that broomstick, rotate, or you can use a chair, okay? Or a wall. A lot of different options there. So again, we're going to start with the left leg, okay? And we will start 1 minute now. Again, this isn't a race, right? So it doesn't matter how many reps you do or how many times you turn. Try and focus on staying on that one leg and feel all the muscles that are working to hold yourself up right now. Another 10 seconds. And rest. All right, let's go ahead. Now we're going to focus on the right leg. Same thing here. And we will start now. Ten seconds. And rest. All right, the next one, also another balancing, also on one leg. We are going to go onto the left leg. We're going to shoot the right leg back, reach forward with the arm, with the right arm. So same side arm, same side leg, and then bring that knee up in front of us with our left arm up, like we're about to jump in the air. Okay, so reach and jump, that's what I call it. So on the left leg, right foot stretches out, right arm stretches out in front of you like you're trying to pull yourself apart. And then you drive that right knee up, left arm comes in front of you. You're just going to keep repeating that. See if you can do it without dropping. Keep on going into that motion. Okay? 1 minute. And we will start now. Go ahead. So again, right arm, right foot, stretch out. Bring that right knee up. Left arm comes up. This exercise is really good for box jumps. Anything involved with jumping at the gym to help you guys A lot of explosive power. Another 15 seconds. And rest. All right. We are now onto the right leg. So now the left arm, left foot, stretch out. Drag that left knee up. Right hand comes up with the left knee. Okay, and we will start now. Twenty seconds. And rest. Whew. All right, and last but not least, we are going to balance on one leg. The other leg can just stay out in front of you or to the side. Eyes closed. All right, we're going to try this one again. I'm bringing it back. I am bringing it back. Let's see if we can do better than last time, if you remember. If you remember how many times you had to step down, okay? Here we go. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Left leg. Twenty seconds. 10. And rest. All right, other side, and then we'll call it a day. Here we go. Right leg. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Remember, eyes are closed. No cheating. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Awesome work, guys.